Howdy folks, Eric here, back with another standard brew. Today, I want to revisit Goliath Daydreamer. I don't know why. We learned apparently I can never learn my lesson with clunky 4-drops that don't do anything when they enter. It's the Ject problem all over again. I know, but hear me out. Hear me out. So, this compared to Ject has 4 toughness. Big deal, right? Helps us dodge Lightning Helix, Lightning Strike, that's nice, right? No more lies, whatever. We won't get caught off guard by no more lies anymore. That part is nice. The other thing is we don't have to build around it that much. We don't have to build around it that much. And I'm going to show you another cheeky sort of thing that we're doing here to help enable this. That is not too deep. Hopefully, we're not going too deep on this one. It's Phoenix Down, a 1-mana artifact from Final Fantasy. For 2 mana, so you cast it for 1 mana, right? But for 2 mana, you can tap it, sack it to return target creature card with mana value 4 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield tapped. Now, importantly, you can do this at instant speed. So you go turn 2, Fear of Missing Out, turn 3, Phoenix Down, right? Turn 3, Phoenix Down, sack it on your opponent's turn, have a Goliath Daydreamer in play, and then you kind of get to do your thing. And what is your thing? Well, your thing includes Burst Lightnings, I suppose, Lightning Helixes, I suppose. We also have this 4 split up in the main idea where you get to, like, if you have a Goliath Daydreamer and you cast split up saying destroy all tapped creatures and then swing and destroy all untapped creatures, you've done a one-sided board wipe. That's what you've just done, which is pretty nice. Otherwise, we also have a playset of Virtue of Loyalty here to help us build damage against, like, actually scale against slower decks, I suppose. But also, it's a fine turn to play, but also if you cast the adventure piece of Virtue of Loyalty with a Goliath Daydreamer on the field, you'll exile it to the Daydreamer, swing, and then you can either cast the adventure again if you want, or you can just full on cast a Virtue of Loyalty for free at that point. And I think that's kind of good. It's a deck that's, like, pretty good at assembling strong boards with Virtue of Loyalty. Phoenix Down is pretty flexible here. We have a lot of decent targets for it. Otherwise, it's pretty much a straightforward mid-range list. 4 FOMO, 4 Tursa, some Joshua here. Help us set up our Daydreamer Phoenix Down combo. Help enable our Fear of Missing Out. Kind of beat you down, kind of try to grind you out, stay on 5 lands and, hit 5 mana and stick there. We're on 24 lands. Including a few Abandoned Air Temple, Fountain Port, and 3 Soulstone Sanctuary. I'm not sure on the split of these. My idea here with the Fountain Port is you probably want at least 1 with a Virtue of Loyalty in the main. Seems okay. As for the sideboard, couple of Johnny. Been liking this card quite a lot lately. Popping up in a lot of my white lists. Couple Soul Guide Lantern. Not Rest in Peace because we are pretty graveyard reliant once again. 1 Authority of the Consoles, lots of prowess in the meta. Maybe you just kind of luck into this being pretty relevant. Plus, it synergizes with our split ups against creature decks generally, right? 4 Get Losts when you need instant speed removal to kill a Mightform Harmonizer or what have you. Requisition Raids for lessons, and then Pyroclasms once again for the prowess and Badgermole Cub decks out there. Excited for this one. Let's give it another shot. I don't know if it'll be good, but I probably will never learn, so let's just hop in. All right, match 1 on the draw. It's close. No red mana. YOLO. We have turn 2 Virtue of Loyalty. That's not red mana. Let's go ahead and lead on this. I'm probably going to play 3 to 5 matches, depending on how quickly they go. I'm kind of leaning toward 3. I just got done recording my previous video, Bandwagon. That was a fun set of 5 matches. If you haven't watched that one, I recommend that one. Check it out. So we'll see. It just kind of depends on the vibe. If I'm on a pretty, like, hot streak, like if I go 3-0, I will probably keep it rolling, right? But if we kind of crash and burn in the first few matches, I don't know that my mental will be able to hang for another 2 after what was a very long recording session for the Bandwagon list. Turn 2 Cub, turn 3 Earthbender Ascension. There's a split up. Maybe not the worst idea to just jam the split up here. Pros and cons. Because if they, like, play another wagon... Sorry, not another wagon. If they play another Badgermole Cub, they're going to be able to open up their mana quite a bit. But at the same time, what are these guys really doing? I don't know. Let's go for the Tursa. Just start trying to beat down. Let's discard a FOMO. Discard a Burst Lightning here. We're kind of likely to hit another land. Maybe we keep the Burst Lightning. There's another land. There's a Joshua. Start hitting you. See if this is any good. I mean, this is kind of our nightmare matchup, to be honest, I think. The 4 main deck split-ups could help, but their ability to just go over top of everything we want to do is pretty high. Maybe we get to just try to burn them out with our Goliaths and, like, Helixes and Burst Lightnings and whatnot. There's another Badgermole Cub, but they weirdly tap both of these forests first. And then play a land. They could have had access to a lot more mana. Escape Tunnel. Hitting their land drops. I guess I just split up the... I'm going to swing. There's a Phoenix down. I'm going to swing. Split up the untapped creatures. Because if I split up the lands, they get a million Earthbender Ascension triggers. I could also try to wait it out, but that's probably not a good idea. Wait it out, play a Joshua, play a Phoenix down, try to hit my Daydreamer, and eventually set up a very, what is a pretty slow 2-turn combo kind of thing. I guess I'll just hit him. If they block with the Ice Tail, I can just Burst Lightning it, right? Go for the split up. Let's get this Phoenix down on the field. Might as well, I think. Deny their mana. Deny their Ice Tail here. Shock myself. I think that's okay. I mean, if their last cards are Harmonizer plus Fetch, I am dead, I think. Not much to be done there. Not really sure on the status of relevant skeletons, spirits, or zombies in the meta right now, by the way. I was playing this card in my Bright Glass lists back in the day because you also had the incidental... Well, first off, it's a decent value card for Bright Glass Gearhulk in the first place, but also Screaming Nemesis was legal in Standard, and which happened to be a spirit that you could exile with this, which was pretty fun. There's the Harmonizer. Going to be hitting me, but not dead. Not dead. Using their resources up. Curious to know what the last card is in hand. Maybe just another basic forest. Which is why they're going for this. Go to a cool 4. Llanowar Elves. Okay. Inspiring Vintage. Well, I can't kill the Harmonizer. I can do it next turn with a Burst Lightning, so I might as well just maybe plan to reanimate my FOMO. If they draw a land, I'm kind of dead no matter what. I could also just cast the Joshua here. I could reanimate my FOMO and cast this Virtual Loyalty. That's probably better. Gives me more blocks. I mean, the FOMO will come in it'll come in tapped, unfortunately, but not bad. Oh, they hit an Escape Tunnel. Okay. On to game 2. Bring in Get Losts. First and foremost. They didn't see... I mean, they saw that we had a Phoenix down, but generally the Daydreamer, I think, is not that good here. They're not going to be interacting with it, but I think anytime I swing with it, it'll just kind of die outside of also having split up in hand. Nah, let's keep him in. Let's keep him in. Give it a fair shot. Give it a fair shot here. Let's go down. Voice of Victory, maybe not the best in this matchup. I don't know. Our creatures just don't line up that well in general. The only way I can see us winning really is like we manage their board early with split ups, resolve a Virtue of Loyalty, and manage to just be bigger than them somehow. I don't know how realistic of a game plan that is against mono green landfall. This is a fine hand though. It curves out kind of aggressively, which is nice. We can get a FOMO into a Tursa. If we can set up an early Delirium, we can really put pressure on. There's another FOMO. Let's discard Tursa 2 here in case we don't hit a land and we want to cast another FOMO. And then we can use Tursa 1, Tursa Prime to discard the FOMO to help set up Delirium if we want. Saz's Chocobo. Might just have to kill this. Yeah, probably just have to kill this. It's the wise thing to do. It's the wise thing to do. Just gets out of hand too easily. Didn't draw a land, unfortunately. See what kind of curve out our opponent has. Badgermole Cub. Do you have another land drop, is the question. They don't have another land drop, is the answer. Huh. Well, I'm not going to get lost. I don't want to give them the maps. We can just discard a Phoenix down here to get Artifact in our graveyard. There's the Daydreamer. That's my freaking guy right there. Be good to me, Daydreamer. Be good to me. Come on. We gotta show the people what you're worth. We gotta show the people what you're worth. And to be honest, I don't really know myself, but you're here. You're here now. They kill my FOMO, turning on my Delirium. We don't draw a land. Okay. Well. Hit him for 4. And then we can cast this Virtue of Loyalty. Works pretty nicely with the FOMO, having Vigilance. Hold up this Get Lost. The Get Lost is a fine other draw. I'd really like a land, though. Or maybe just like 3 Lightning Helixes in a row. Goes for another Archdruid's Charm. Chooses the greedy option that they can get blown out by. Which is nice for me. Rather than just straight up killing my FOMO. We draw a land. Get the Tursa on the field. Let's keep the split up and the Get Lost. Just dump these. Trigger the Tursa, and kind of unfortunately. It doesn't super duper matter. We'll exile something, swing again, and then we won't trigger her a second time. No risk of turning off Delirium here. Put them to 4. Kind of thought about splashing into black for inevitable defeat again. I think that's a pretty solid reason to be on the Daydreamer. It's kind of like the highest ceiling I could think of, really. There aren't really a whole lot of good like 5-mana sorcery plays that let you do busted things with it. Like if Time Warp even was in the format, I think that could be interesting. Guaranteed extra combat steps, take 2 extra turns, right? You probably win that game a lot of the time. Or at least it's a high enough ceiling to maybe justify trying to build around the Daydreamer. Otherwise, we're just kind of on a more fair plan here. We'll see if it works out. Managed to win that game. They were pretty stuck on lands. Do we want Pyroclasms for the draw? If they go like turn 1 Elf, turn 2 Badgermole Cub, go crazy, but that doesn't really happen as often. In the landfall list compared to like the Badgermole like Ouroboros lists. Maybe the first Pyroclasm's okay. Try it like that. Yikes. Yikes. Okay. No. Oh, the game giveth, the game taketh away, huh? They said you got one game win with the Goliath. That'll have to do. That'll suffice, huh? Uh watch me lose the next 5 games in a row for a solid 0-3. Anything is possible. Drawing some action here though. Earthbender Ascension. Anytime I see this card come down, I'm like, I'm not winning this game. Does anyone else have a similar reaction when they see this card hit the field? It's like, oh, okay. I'm dead. I may not be dead now. Pretty good chance I'm dead soon. Go for the Tursa. Let's discard the FOMO and the Tursa. Keep the burn. Another Virtue of Loyalty. Start hitting them. That's what we came here to do. Sapling Nursery? What turn is this? Turn 4? No! How is this allowed? Oh, it's so good. Oh my god, it's so good. Okay. Trying to imagine a way we win, and it really involves my opponent making a lot of mistakes, I think. It'd have to be like they get really, really greedy, swing out with everything, don't have a way to make backup. Guys, I get to activate my Soulstone Sanctuary, go for like an Alpha Strike, and then use my burn. Folks, I'm not winning this one. What the fuck is this card? Why is it? It's so good. I mean, it doesn't always win the game, but I think on a relatively empty board, turn 4 against fair decks, I think it always wins the game, especially if you get to turn 4 cast it and Fabled Passage. Crazy stuff, man. Swinging in with everything. They are not afraid. Officially not afraid. Okay. I'm not afraid to take a stand. Everybody is in my hand. Joshua the dominant. Virtue of Loyalty. Burst Lightning. Lightning Helix. Everybody. I'm fucking dead. Oh, Lord. Lord. Yeah. Well, we get them for 2. Do we want to cast anything here? Cast another Virtue of Loyalty. Dome them with a Lightning Helix. See if they can do math. Might form Harmonizer. Salt in the wounds. Yeah, I mean, we're not beating that. We're not beating that. Pretty much any time, I think, with a list like this. It's as simple as turn 3 Ascension, turn 4 Sapling Nursery, fetch, you know? On to the next one. On the play. All right. It's fine. It's fine. It's not bad. We've got stuff. Hey, these are cards. I just had visions, by the way, in between the in between matches there, of like building a deck that is just comprised of all of my duds. Full playset of Goliath Daydreamer, full playset of Jekt, Reluctant Guardian. I don't know what other real duds are out there. Probably you could classify Rotten Mouth Viper as a bit of a dud for me. And then whatever the fuck else just mashed into there in one glorious like do nothing pile. Not saying that is what this is yet. FOMO is a pretty good draw, especially against a turn 1 nesting bot. Like we could probably win a match against turn 1 nesting bot, you know. Let's just dump the Virtue of Loyalty here. Another FOMO. Virtue of Loyalty, fine turn 2 play, but we have better things to do. Mostly it's just like pretty good top deck in the late game. It's flexible. I guess we'll say that. That's its biggest strength. Go for the block. Turn inside out. Full aggro. Okay. Nesting bot in the graveyard. Sun Below Verge. I think I'm going to go Tursa and start hitting them. Just discard a Sun Below Verge. Maybe another FOMO. Yeah. Seems okay. Draw some lands. Hit ya. I'm not scared. You won't catch me scared. If we learned anything from the Monstrous Rage meta, is that it's that blocking is for chumps, and you should never do it. I'm dying, but that's okay. We have a little Lightning Helix action here. I feel pretty good about that. Gain some life. Hitcha. Try to continue to bait out some swings for this split up here. Sheltered by Ghosts. Great. I don't mind that one bit. The Daydreamer. In my hour of need. In my hour of need. Do a little Tursa action. Oh, this is nice. There we go. Wait, did I not discard both of the mountains? Oh, I obviously meant to discard both of the mountains. I thought I clicked on them both. That's okay. Turn on the Tursa, which is nice. Ooh, we get to cast this FOMO. Sweet. Sweet, sweet. Feeling pretty good now. Maybe we should be on some Shelter by Ghosts. Joshua. Joshua, you're here. You've arrived. Well, we kind of get to do some Tursa value stuff here. Swing on in. I guess I shouldn't have played a land first. I don't know why I did that. Oh well. Learn from my mistakes. Don't be like me. What up? I gotta go for it. We gotta give Goliath Daydreamer its chance, even though we're probably gonna win without it. We gotta give it its chance. Be nice to have a Lightning Helix in hand right now. I would find that comforting. Shock my face. 2 cards left. 3 mana. And they scoop it up. Goliath Daydreamer, let's go! Bring in the Authority of the Consuls. Bring in the Pyroclasms. We have pretty good cards for this matchup. Let's cut a Daydreamer. Let's cut the Phoenix Downs, maybe? I think we just have better things to be doing, and I think tapping out once the dust has settled for a Daydreamer in this matchup won't be so bad. Yep, run it like that. Okay, no good answers, but we have a lot of rummaging to do. The Bastronaut. The Vantage. Would love a Pyroclasm. How many times have I said that on this channel? Too many to count, perhaps. Swing it in. Speed, revving up. Hazoret. I don't like this card. I'm a Hazoret hater. Takes too much effort. It survives my board wipes, which I will give it that. That is a pro in Hazoret's favor in this situation. But I don't know if I've ever seen anyone activate its ability. And also it's just like, okay, you like time walked yourself turn 2? I don't know. Levels up the burnout bastronaut. I think I just jam here. Can I turn on delirium? I can discard it. Oh, I can. Ooh, I can. Kind of huge. Go like this. Oh, no, 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 no. I had to discard a sorcery. I don't know what I was thinking. That's okay. Hit him. I had to discard a sorcery. I mean, holding on to the split up long term is probably fine too. Now, this seems okay. A little sheltered by ghosts on the Hazaret. Can't be too mad about that. And I don't have any answers to this. I don't have any seam rips. Okay, well, that will probably end the game. Let's move it along to game 3. Maybe a little seam rip action wouldn't be too bad. At the very least, let's bring in some get losts just to be able to answer the shelter by ghosts. Go down. We can't cut all the daydreamers. That's just not allowed. This seems fine. Run it. On the play. Ooh, Pyroclasm. Okay. The Daydreamer's time to shine. Let's skip on the FOMO here. Is that wrong? No, it's fine. Lead on the Abandoned Air Temple. We can go turn 2 Virtue or Helix. We have options. And then I'm probably just going to Helix this little fucker. Or Pyroclasm has arrived. My Knight in Shining Armor. See what they commit to here. Go for a Shelter by Ghosts. See if I care. Slickshot show off. Okay. We'll just do the Pyroclasm thing. Don't mind drawing a Lightning Helix. Do the Pyroclasm thing. See if they get me with a Scout for Survivors from downtown. Another card that possibly falls into the category of Goliath Daydreamer, Ject, etc., etc. Can't seem to make that one work. Voice of Victory. I think my problem with that card is I keep trying to jam it as a 4 of in certain lists. And maybe it's just like a nice 1 of in this kind of list where it's like, okay, you're not really a graveyard centric build, but from downtown in this kind of situation, you get to recoup some value against decks with removal. Inspiring Vantage. Hitcha. Start putting the pressure on. This is mid-range, baby. None of that aggro shit. We got answers. We have the Daydreamer Virtue of Loyalty combo. It'd be kind of crazy not to go for that, right? I'm going to flash in this Virtue of Loyalty, though, because it kind of forces some action here. Either they have to shock this or use a pump on this servo to save it. Yeah, that's fine. They are stuck on lands. Joshua. Hit you for 3. Oh, it's time. It's time to shine. Go, baby, go. Go, baby, go. Show them what you're made of. Make me proud. Make me proud. Double Lightning Helix to the face. I don't think they'll ever recover. Hazaret, who cares? We've got Goliath Daydreamer. No, I ain't blocking. You can't get me to block. Step aside. Turn inside out. Big damage. Okay. Voice of Victory. Helix your face. Exile with the Daydreamer. Swing with the Daydreamer. That's 1. Hit him with the double. Hit him with the double from downtown. Woo! That's a match win for Goliath Daydreamer, baby. In explosive fashion. See, you just untap with it and you win every time. It's that strong. It's that strong. On to the next one. Match 3. On the draw. Not a great hand. No red, but decent enough, perhaps. We have 2 cards we can cast. Steam Vents Canal. Karm. Ashling Rekindled. Huh. There's our Inspiring Vantage. Can we set up a Tursa FOMO swing here? No. We need to be able to discard another FOMO to do that. But I think I am going to go... Might as well go Voice of Victory here. Actually, you know what? Let's just kill off the Ashling. I have a feeling I know what this is. With this start. I have a feeling it's that, like, Splash Portal list. Oh no, maybe it's just Elementals. Okay. I guess it's just Elementals. Play our Fountain Port. Play our Tursa. Get rid of the Voice of Victory. Get rid of a Soulstone Sanctuary here. The Daydreamer. With the Phoenix down setup. Okay. It's happening. It's happening. The Daydreamer with the Phoenix down setup, so we can go Roaming Throne. Okay. That's Roaming Throne. We go FOMO. I'm gonna try to be bold here. I'm gonna shock myself and swing in. See if they just take it. They just take it. Okay, good. Alright, we got away with that one. Hit him with the FOMO. Discard this Daydreamer. Getting a little crazy on them. Let's hold the Phoenix down so we can do it all in one turn. And flash in this Virtue of Loyalty if we want. There's Deceit. Okay. I lose to this. I lose to this. Yeah. Yeah, I lose to that. Not out of the gates fast enough. Big Roaming Throne. Challenging to answer that one. Let's bring in some Get Losts. I don't know, folks. I don't know. Maybe I scooped a little prematurely. If we had top deck to split up, maybe we were still in that a little bit, but I think this is definitely a split up matchup. Let's go down. Maybe just go down a couple Burst Lightnings. No. Go down a couple Virtue of Loyalty, maybe, since they're so good at interacting with our board. Yeah, that's probably okay. On the play. Play, draw, diff. All right. Turn 1 Phoenix down. We're going to draw Goliath Daydreamer. Set it up into our graveyard. With this FOMO. Reanimate it, and then we'll get to do the Virtue of Loyalty thing. Phoenix down on the field. Island. Don't tell me. Don't tell me you got that Spell Snare. Okay. They were trying to be bold. I respect that. They were trying to be bold. No one does it like me, though. Flame Braider is a problem. I think I kind of just have to get lost the Flame Braider, right? I guess I should have done it before blocks. Yeah, that was kind of silly. Oh well. Hopefully 1 damage will not matter. Get that out of my life. Shocks themselves. Another Flame Braider. But they don't know that we're going to draw a Burst Lightning right here. No. Try to hit our land drop. You know, I probably should have discarded Joshua to be able to Phoenix down Joshua for more dig. Wistfulness. Guess that wouldn't have mattered. Looks like they're eyeing my Phoenix down here. Exiles the FOMO, probably wisely. Yeah, I don't think I can outgrind this list, is the thing. I really have to just kind of get on board quickly and have my Burst Lightnings line up with their Flame Braiders. That does not appear to be happening. Let's discard the Joshua here. Let's see if we can get kind of cute with it. We have a good amount of burn in hand. Maybe that'll help us out. And then next turn we go Voice of Victory plus Reanimate Joshua. Try to get some amount of attack going. Oy. Okay. I love Vibrance. I respect it, which is why I don't like playing against it in this exact moment. With the Pit of Offerings to keep me off of my precious Joshua. Well, I guess they don't get to keep me off of it because I can do this at instant speed. Get the Voice of Victory on the field. It's not going to be enough. I have to block with it, and if they have any sort of answer to the voice, I'm just dead on board. Because they got huge bodies. Why'd they give these elementals such huge bodies, you know? They're going to kill my Voice of Victory. They're going to push me down in the mud. Taunt me like school children. Vibrance. R.I.P. in peace. Big dog. Respect. On to the next one. Yeah, let's keep it rolling. I'm having fun with it, even if I'm losing. 1 and 2. On the draw. Decent mana here. Go ahead and keep this. Playing against Thunder Mage. Leading on a starting town. Let's shock ourselves. Hold up this Burst Lightning just in case. Who knows, right? And go for the Voice of Victory. See if this resolves. Could be a Spell Snare angle. It resolves. Island. Seer. No, please don't be the Mightform Harmonizer list again. My heart can't take it. FOMO. Discard the Daydreamer. Let's dream. Let's dream about a Phoenix down draw. Instead, we draw another Burst Lightning. We got the trips. Triples is best. Can we set up Delirium? No, maybe we should have thought about that ahead of time. Yeah, I didn't really think too far in the future with that FOMO discard. I could have set up Delirium if I had been a little more thoughtful. Hitcha. Don't Harmonizer me, bro. This is for sure Temur Harmonizer with the Fabled Passage, right? Yup. Stock up. Well, that's a good sign. Not dead. Not dead this turn. We can turn on Delirium. Can I just kill them next turn? This is 8. Plus 3 shocks is 6. They shock themselves there, maybe. Shock you. Try to move to combat here. If they have like a bounce off, there's no way to avoid that. Rather than play this Voice of Victory, I think I'm just going to pretend I have an answer to Harmonizer. Actually, I do have an answer to Harmonizer. You just double shock a Harmonizer, right? Stock up. That's a good sign. Okay. Hey, let's go. Let's go. All right, 1-0 against the Harmonizer list. Game 1 is a huge deal for us. Bring in the authority to the consoles, I think. Take them off of the option of doing the full bore thing. Phoenix down, huh? I kind of like the Phoenix down idea here, because it means if we get this on the field turn 1, uncounterable Daydreamer, our split up plan is bad. But everything else is okay. Yeah, maybe we can win this one. Do I want a Johnny? Maybe the first one's okay. Over Joshua? What does Joshua do here? Probably not a whole lot. Try it like that. On the draw, pretty good hand. We have our sneaky one of Authority of the Consuls to turn off the fast combo, which means we get to play a little more proactively. Tap out every turn. I could have also gone for the turn 1 Phoenix down, but I think I'd rather just get this on the field and go Petals to the Metal. Virtue of Loyalty. Actually, probably better to go for Voice of Victory here. Shuts down their future permission. Counter magic. And they pass? And they pass? Is it happening? Huh. I think I'm going to go for the FOMO first. Discard a Phoenix down, and then I can play a Phoenix down if I want. Sure. YOLO. Hit you for 3. And then if I draw another FOMO, I can set up Delirium with Tursa. Stock up. Huge. They can win through an Authority of the Consuls for sure. If they, like, bounce the Authority with an Into the Floodmaw. Escape Tunnel. Burst Lightning. Let's shock ourselves here and just plan to fire up the Soulstone Sanctuary. Yeah, don't hover my Phoenix down. I know. It does not look that good right now. But it could be decent if they just have like a Seer to kill my Voice of Victory. I can bring it back. But here I'm kind of eyeing fire up the Soulstone Sanctuary, and then can I maybe get Delirium? With Tursa, Fabled Passage, that's a good sign. Is this a Vibrance? Ice Till. Okay. Enters tapped. If I draw either a sorcery, a land, or a creature, I think I kill them next turn. Because we fire up the Sanctuary. I guess this doesn't matter if I... We fire up the Sanctuary. They have a window here to kill something. They could kill my FOMO, probably to keep me off of lethal. They kill the Sanctuary. That actually is good for me. Are they just dead to the Tursa? Artifact land, enchantment creature. If I hold on to the Burst Lightning and draw another untapped red source, this is a story of a girl who cried a river and drowned the whole world. 8 once again, plus another 3. I mean, I do it, right? Plus I get to discard this sweet Goliath Daydreamer in the process. Ah, not untapped. Okay. And they almost well, they don't actually have guaranteed lethal. If I leave up a blocker here, right? Oh, they scoop. Okay, great. Okay. They scoop. I guess they just scoop. They just scoop, I guess. All right, 2 and 2. A little anticlimactic. I kind of thought we were gonna have like a battle, like a real battle at that juncture. 2 and 2 overall. On to the next one. Match 5 for all the marbles. We have Phoenix down, plus FOMO, plus Goliath Daydreamer, but only one sad Abandoned Air Temple. I can't keep that one lander. Sunbillow Verge, no. Go like this? Is that anything? Can't cast this Helix. I can't cast this FOMO. Maybe we go like this. Maybe we go like this. Yeah, this kind of makes sense to me. We have to draw another land to do anything anyway. Well, that's something. Now give me a Sacred Foundry, perhaps. Oh. I'll take an Inspiring Vantage. Let's just go ahead and pass here. Actually, I'm going to assume this is... You know what? This is the Izzet Spellementals list. I don't think they play that much counter magic. I think it's like all cantrips and 4 crabs or whatever. Discard the Daydreamer. Burst Lightning my face, fine. Okay. Can we win a game against a list with a playset of Eddie Mert Crab where they can tap my attackers so efficiently, so effectively, and bounce my board? I don't know. I can't imagine us winning this one. I hope that doesn't come across as too Debbie Downer. Especially being on the draw, I think is a little rough. Being on a mold of 5. It's good to know what we're playing against at the very least. Creature in the graveyard. Let's discard this Virtue of Loyalty. That's enchantment. And then we can go land instant next turn. I need to draw another red source to do that. Hearth Elemental. Sunderflock, okay. I'm officially not winning this one. That's okay. I keep forgetting we're on a playset of split ups in the main though. Maybe I do win that with a nice split up draw eventually. Bring in the Soul Guide Lanterns. I think a Johnny's okay here. It's something that's proactive that survives bounces from Sunderflock. Obviously the tokens get eaten up, but also bring in, I think, the Get Losts to be able to manage their big creatures. Let's go down Joshua. Let's go down a Virtue of Loyalty. Token just gets bounced. Producing big boards, like, relying on this into Sunderflock seems pretty loose to me. Where, yeah, we're just kind of, like, getting a big board on the field. It's, like, ripe for the pickings for a big Sunderflock, you know what I mean? The best way we can win, I think, is turn 2 Voice of Victory / FOMO, set up an early Delirium, and just try to haste them out with Tursas. And, of course, Goliath Daydreamer is here, too. On the play this time. Hopefully we don't have to mulligan too much. Okay. Great hand. I would take this next game too, if they wanted to give this to me. Snap Keeper-Rooney is what we call this in the biz. Cross our fingers that we don't get spell snared. Looks like we are not getting spell snared. Jam! I'd like to see what you can do about this, Kick Rocks. In my hand, I hold the ultimate power. Which is Soul Guide Lantern, perhaps? I don't know. Let's go for the Ajani. Oh, they just pass. Did they forget I have a Voice of Victory on the field? They just straight up pass. Which means they're not contributing to their graveyard at all this turn, which might mean they're going for a Winter Night Stories here. No. I was going to say, being able to snipe the Winter Night Stories up front with the Soul Guide Lantern would be pretty nice. Discards a land. What does that mean? That they have all lands in hand? Can I just try to kill them with, like, just an aggressive curve out here? Phoenix Down. Phoenix Down is here too. Fire up the Abandoned Air Temple next turn. Don't slag storm me, bro. Don't slag storm me, bro. Winter Night Stories, that's fine. If I draw a land, they're almost certainly dead. I did the math, they're dead. There's a Hearth Elemental to block. I don't think that matters if I draw a land. I did not draw a land. So, we're in a position where they can Sunderflock me. I can get I can get artifact into my graveyard. This does not happen to be a spirit, skeleton, or zombie. Confirmed. I could just go like Soul Guide Lantern in their graveyard, play a Phoenix down to be able to flash in essentially a FOMO. Swing with everything here just to keep the aggro up. Yeah, that's probably fine. They'll be able to cast a Sunderflock here, somewhat annoyingly, but at the very least we're keeping them off of Eddie Mert Crab by doing this. Keeping them off of Winter Night Stories. Jam. It'd be nice to be able to like turn on Delirium there. It would have also been nice to be able to just outright kill them. Not that fortunate. Still, put them to 4. Phoenix down on lock. Time for Phoenix down to shine. Actually not that bad in this situation. Kind of, in a way, giving any of our creatures flash here. There's the Sunderflock. Yes. If they swing at a... Okay, they swing. Now, once again, if they don't have anything and I draw a land, they're just dead to this Voice of Victory. They could have like another Into the Flood Maw on this Voice of Victory. Burst Lightning. Yeah, they're dead to this. Nice. Sweet. Alright. Got a game win against Spellementals. Got a game win against Spellementals. That's nice. See if we can do it again. Yeah, just run it back like this, I guess. Alright. For all the marbles. Match 5, Game 3. On the draw, unfortunately. Got Goliath Daydreamer here to guide us through. No graveyard hate, but double Voice of Victory I think is reason enough to keep this perhaps. Lead on the Phoenix down. If we draw a FOMO, we can do our Goliath Daydreamer setup into maybe finally, I've still never done it, the theoretical one-sided board wipe with the split up. Land is a fine draw. Let's go for the Voice of Victory here. Get out. Fair enough. And Phoenix down the Voice if we want. 2 instants in their graveyard. Soul Guide Lantern. Oh boy. Okay, fine. I don't really care about that much. It turns off Phoenix down, I guess. Turns off Delirium, I guess. Opt. 3 cards in hand. Well, you know, almost 4, I suppose. Leave something on top. Don't spell snare me, bro. Don't spell snare me, bro. Land. Double split up. Could give us some longevity in this matchup. Or in this game. Legend of Karuk. That's fine. I get to untap with a Voice of Victory and start beating their face in. They're at 14. They've shocked themselves like 3 times. Is that right? Is that right? Have they shocked themselves 3 times? I guess so. Inspiring Vantage. Not the best land draw there. Hit you for 3. And then if they kill my Voice of Victory, I get to bring it back with the Phoenix down. Otherwise, start shooting them. Hmm. Scry draw. Scry draw. I wonder if I have to just pass at the end of their turn, because if I go for the Lightning Helix, it opens up the window where they could, like, sear, perhaps, my Voice of Victory, and I won't be able to bring it back with Phoenix down. I think having Voice of Victory on the field is just just a little too important maybe to jam the Lightning Helix there. They're going deep. They officially have enough stuff in their graveyard, I think. Now they definitely do. They can cast a 1 mana Hearth Elemental, 1 mana or 2 mana Eddy Merc Crab. Fine. Critically enters untapped when they cast it during their turn. But this is probably a fine window to just Lightning Helix them. And then maybe I get to play a Goliath Daydreamer. Hopefully fade Sunderflock. And then do the one-sided board wipe for the win, for all the glory. That would be crazy. That would be a crazy ending to all this. Sunbillow Verge. I'm going to just cross my fingers here, I suppose. Go for the Daydreamer. If I untap with this board, I win. Well, okay, I don't kill them. And maybe I don't win. I don't know. I would like to untap with this board, please. Put that in put that energy out in the universe. Flip the Legend of Karuk. So they can go crazy here, make a huge board. Double split up in hand. It's just a oh, there's the Sunderflock. Okay. Not ideal. They pick up the Legend of Karuk. They say, this is just a value card. Just replay it. Who cares? Okay. If they go for the Winter Night Stories, they could find themselves in a bit of a quandary. Perhaps. With these split ups. Perhaps they find themselves in a bit of a quandary. Go for the Winter Night Stories. It's so good. You love to draw cards. Another crab. Okay. You didn't have to cast it main phase this time. Destroy all untapped creatures. Get the Voice of Victory back on the field. Oh, you know, maybe I should have gone for the FOMO to be able to Goliath Daydreamer. Yeah, maybe next time. FOMO, Goliath Daydreamer, make use of the Phoenix Down. Actually, they have this Soul Guide Lantern, so maybe that ain't happening. Is this a spirit? Just an avatar. But it makes spirits. So the Phoenix Down is relevant, perhaps. Perhaps it's relevant. Legend of Karuk. Does a little stuff. Library manipulation. Scryan. 2 to the bottom. A braid on the Voice of Victory. Not my absolute fave. If they swing, I get to just kind of fire up the Soulstone Sanctuary and put them to 4. Which is Lightning Helix range. I'm doing that. Sorry, not Lightning Helix. Burst Lightning range. Itcha. I guess Phoenix Down kills Soulstone Sanctuary in the format. Not irrelevant. I can't believe they brought in Soul Guide Lantern. That cracks me up. Sunderflock. Okay. We're chilling. All creature types, baby. All creature types. Don't you know? Get Lost is not a bad draw. Winter Night Stories. So now we can get Lost the Eddy Merc Crab here. Cast another Winter Night Stories. It's really good. You draw so many fucking cards, bro. You draw so many fucking cards with this one card. It's insane, dude. Swing it in. No blocks. If they have an Eddy Merc Crab in hand, I think I'm not feeling great about that. Actually, They probably tap my Soulstone Sanctuary, and then do they just get absolutely blown out by this split up? Is that what's about to happen here? Can I go for a Get Lost on this Legend of Karuk? See if they have any interaction for this, and then go for a split up? That happens. Soulstone Sanctuary is officially tapped. I think this is going to resolve. I think this is going to resolve. And I don't have anything to worry about. All right, GG. 2-3 overall. 2-3. Almost got the win here, though. The people will remember. Almost got the win here, though. All right. Look, did Goliath Daydreamer ever once look good in that stretch of matches? Maybe once. Maybe once it doubled up a Lightning Helix. I think it did the same thing in the last time I played it. Phoenix Down looked good maybe once, too. Never got to live the dream of double up, split up. It turns out if you just like play Boros like cards, sometimes you'll just kill your opponent, right? And that'll win you matches. The synergy's perhaps not there, but it was fun to explore. I hope you had fun too. Appreciate you watching. Catch me on the next video where I'll have a soupy pile of Jekt and Goliath Daydreamer and Rotten Mouth Viper, and it won't make any sense, and I'll just complain. I'm gonna get really fucking salty when it starts to just lose every match outright. Could you imagine? Would that be an art piece or what? Just like play the jankiest deck, pretend it's hot shit. Oh, we got Jekt. We got Goliath Daydreamer up in here. And then just start crying by the end. Why isn't it working? But as for now, appreciate you watching. Hope you had fun. 2-3. I don't know. Will Goliath Daydreamer ever see the light of day again? I don't know. We'll see. If something comes along that really speaks to me, like I think it's got to be once again just put Time Warp in the format, and then maybe we're talking. Okay. But yeah, thanks. Hope you have a beautiful day, and I'll catch you on the next one. Bye bye.